What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at another horror movie. Today we're seeing what Rupert Grint is up to after his sort of Harry Potter run. After he's been in Harry Potter, we're seeing what kind of movies he's going into and if he still has his ice cream truck. That was a joke. I don't know if he still owns the ice cream truck, and I'm going to be honest, this is the first movie that I've seen him in a while since Harry Potter. I don't actually know any other movies that he's been in other than Harry Potter, and also the Lego House Ed Sheeran music video. Yeah, that was a weird, odd reference, but he is in that. The Lego House song that Ed Sheeran sung, Ronald Weasley does take part in that music video. I don't know why, but he does, and it's there. You can go check it out here on YouTube. A little bit of promotion for, like, Lego House and Ed Sheeran. Not that he needs it, but, you know, you go, King, you cook. But anyway, diving back from our tangent without any further delay, let's take a look at what Google has to say. So Knock at the Cabin is a 2023 horror mystery, which is 1 hour and 40 minutes. It has a 6.1 out of 10 IMDb, a 67% Rotten Tomatoes, and a 2.9 out of 5 on Letterboxd. You can watch this on Netflix, Google Play, Amazon Prime, and Sky Movies. Andrew, Eric, and their adopted daughter, Wen, travel to the countryside for a vacation. But their family's time together is interrupted by 4 armed strangers demanding an unthinkable sacrifice. I'm going to be honest, Dave Bautista is the biggest star of this movie, and it actually starts off with him meeting Wen in the middle of the forest. Wen is collecting grasshoppers to sort of like learn about them and experiment on them, and you know, Dave Bautista shows up out of the blue and he's like, "Hi, I'm not a stranger, I'm your friend. Just remember that, I am your friend. Tell your dads to let us in. These are my associates. I wouldn't really call us friends." And then Wen runs into the house. These guys try to break in. The dads get scared. They get tied to chairs when these guys inevitably break in. These guys then say that they're, you know, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. These guys are, you know, very scared individuals. One of them is a basketball coach, another one is a nurse, another one is a chef, and the other guy, I do believe, I don't remember, because he is in the movie for like, what, 10 minutes? He's the most angry one, and it's played by actor Ronald Weasley. He dies within the first 10 minutes of the film. He gets offed because the dads are like, "Nah, we're not sacrificing one of our family," so it's like, fine, we'll kill Ronald Weasley. Once Ronald Weasley dies, a giant tsunami takes the coast of America and kills thousands of people. We then give them a couple more hours. The dads are more frantic, more panicked, and they again say no after another girl tries to plead her case and is like, "My son is gonna die in a fire." They then say no, they kill the woman, and unfortunately that leads to another disaster taking over the world in forest fire, I do believe, and then one of the dads breaks out. The other dad also breaks out with the help of the daughter. The daughter tries running away. Dave Bautista catches her and brings her back. One of the dad gets to the truck, gets the gun, shoots the other girl in the chest, killing her, and then Dave Bautista manages to tie them both back up. And Dave Bautista then kills the woman, and another plague is released onto the world. I don't remember what plague it is, but oh well. They then wait some more hours, some more time passes. Then Dave Bautista's like, "Right, your final attempt, make your sacrifice." And they're like, "No." So he slices his throat open and dies. One of the dads, who has a concussion, is like, "Hey, kill me. When? Go to the treehouse. I believe them. This shit's real happening. Kill me, that's fine. I have seen the future. These guys are the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse." He gives his reasoning, he gives his advice. The other dad pops him off after putting up very little resilience and resistance, and he goes and finds Wen, and they live happily ever after for the rest of their life. That's the story, as a quick run through. I'm going to be honest, I went into this movie expecting a little bit more. I saw this advertised in cinemas, on like YouTube, in between TV shows, and I was pretty excited. I thought this one was going to be pretty cool. It had Dave Bautista in it. It had Ronald Weasley in it, so I was excited. I was going into it pretty happily. I first put it on watched the first 10 minutes of it and was told to turn it off. So I turned it off, and I completely forgot about it. I didn't think about it again. It completely left my mind. I was like, you know what, fair enough, fine, go for it. I then came back to it and was extremely disappointed with my outcome. I wanted to watch this, first of all, because Ron Weasley, he's my favourite character from Harry Potter. I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy recently, so I expected him to play a little bit more of a bigger role. Unfortunately, that is not the case. He dies within, like I said, the first 10 fucking minutes, so he doesn't even get a chance to shine. I don't like the concept of this movie, I'm gonna be honest. Like, the whole sort of apocalypse is happening, you have to make a sacrifice, was never fucking explained. It was never explained why these two people had to make that sacrifice. Why was it this family that came to this cabin that had to make the sacrifice? That was never explained. I never fucking got it. And then why was it specifically these four that got the visions and got the sort of, you know, message to come to this cabin and kill who was ever here? Also, I just don't, there was no sort of explanation of why it was these people that had to do this. And I hear you all saying in the comments, why not these people? And to that I say, you know what, you've got me. Why not? It just happened to be these people, but it doesn't make the stakes of the movie any better. It tries to get us to feel guilty for all the characters dying by giving us backstories, giving them people at home that they care about, like the girl's daughter, the sort of teaches students, oh, his wife died and then they got together. I think that was part of the movie. I really don't know. He either lied to the doctors about adopting a child, which is illegal, or his wife actually died and then he got with her brother. I really don't know. That point went over my head. I'm sort of second guessing myself now. I really don't remember what that point of the movie was. So either or, I don't care which. It tried to give us backstory on the characters to make us feel bad for them, and to give us sort of pressure and tension when these decisions are sort of building up and piling up, and the consequences of their actions are building up. But it wasn't real consequences, they were killing each other in front of them. That's already trauma. That girl is going to need hours and hours and years of therapy. But yeah, I didn't care for any of the characters. The tension just wasn't there. It kind of just felt quite stale. Like, there was no tension in this movie whatsoever, or I didn't feel the tension, and I didn't emotionally connect to any of the characters, because Dave Bautista seemed very stone cold with his emotion. He had, like, a solid plan in his head, he had a solid speech, and that was it. He had a monotone voice, and he was trying to convey this speech and get his points across. It kind of felt like emotionless and soulless in his performance, and I didn't really like that. Rupert Grint, Ronald Weasley, I don't know what his real name is, or if I'm saying it right, but Ronald Weasley, he felt very angry, and that's something that we've seen a lot from the Harry Potter movies, so we know that he's good at acting, so he was alright. I was very shocked to see Monica Rambeau, I think that's her name, from the Marvels in this movie. Not Monica, is it Monica Rambeau, or is that the daughter? I don't know. The woman from the Marvels, Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel. I don't know. The woman from the Miss Marvel, I do believe. I think she makes a cameo in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. I was shocked to see her here, I'm going to be honest. I felt like she would have had a little bit more bigger budget movies to go in. I was shocked to see Dave Bautista here as well. Again, these two are like big MCU actors. I would have expected them to be in bigger and greater things, but their names did bring me into this movie, and that is what upset me, because I felt like I was falsely advertised to, because this was just really a lackluster film with not a whole lot of substance to it. It felt very repetitive with how they tried to convince them, killed someone off. Felt very Imposter Among Us, very sort of Among Us, with the sort of situation that was going on, but with a little bit more of a serious undertone, which I genuinely just didn't care for. I'm going to be honest, it is a pretty shitty film, and I do regret watching it. I probably would never watch this again, and I don't recommend you waste your time watching this movie. I'm going to give it a solid 4 out of 10. I hope you all did enjoy this YouTube video, and I'll see you all next one. Hope you all have an incredible day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe.